Howdy y'all, welcome to our Adventures with Kendall. Today, we have a special Veterans Day episode. We're going to the Tulare Historical Museum to check out the Military History Wing. It's a fine collection of military paraphernalia, and I can't wait to take you there. So pack your gear and let's head out to see the Tulare Historical Museum in Tulare, California. Now before we get into the exhibit, let's have a brief overview of Veterans Day. The United States has a grand history of supporting our soldiers during times of conflict. The day was celebrated as Armistice Day until 1954, when it was changed to Veterans Day to honor all of those who had served in all U.S. wars. The reason we celebrate this day on November 11th because on the armistice of World War I, the war ended on the 11th hour, on the 11th day, on the 11th month of the year 1918. This is not to be confused with Memorial Day. That's the day we honor those who have died in service. With that information in our heads, let's head on to the Tulare Historical Museum in Tulare, California. I'm at the Tulare Historical Museum. Let's go inside and see the military history exhibit. The Tulare Historical Museum is a great place to learn the story of this little city within Tulare County. It has great exhibits about the whole area, which includes an exhibit dedicated to the wildlife in the area and one for the Yokut natives that lived in the area. Quite a great way to learn about the area's history. They even have a nice exhibit dedicated to Tulare's railroad history. This includes an actual station safe from the Santa Fe Railroad. How awesome is that? Now let's head for the main reason we are here. I'm here in the Military History Wing of the Tulare Historical Museum. They have memorabilia from the Revolutionary War to the present day. This collection of uniforms and artifacts is the best military exhibit I have seen. Each case is a unique look into the history of a conflict that the United States has been in, from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War, right up to the present day, and it's a great thing to look at. Each of these uniforms are quite interesting to look at, with the designs, colors, and little details. I just love looking at uniforms such as these. Case in point, this cute kid-sized Doughboys uniform alongside the full-size one in this World War I case. Some of the uniforms are from the Axis powers from World War II. But most importantly, some of the uniforms here were from veterans who grew up in Tulare, such as Dolores Lee Browning. She was the first female artillery officer in the entire history of the U.S. military. Next to Dolores Lee Browning is Bob Mathias, and here is his Marine uniform. He's well known as being a famous Olympian, but he was also a resident of Tulare. Besides being an Olympian and Marine, Bob Mathias was also a congressman representing California. Now here is the uniform of General Mo Preston of the U.S. Air Force. He's also from Tulare. Yep, seeing all these veterans from Tulare is a great treat at this exhibit. But there's one more veteran I would like to show you. Let's go see him. And this is Elmo Zumwalt. Elmo Russell Zumwalt Jr. was an American naval officer and the youngest man to serve as the Chief of Naval Operations. This Tulare native worked under Presidents Nixon and Ford. As an admiral and later the 19th Chief of Naval Operations, Zumwalt played a major role in U.S. military history, especially during the Vietnam War. How awesome is that to learn that this guy is from a small farming city? It's also great knowing that this guy's legacy is still strong within the Navy. They have a fleet of guided missile destroyer ships named after him, with the lead ship named the USS Zumwalt DDG-1000. Man, I had a great time looking at these exhibits. But now, let's head back to base camp, soldiers. Hurrah! At ease, cadets, and welcome back to base. I hope you enjoyed our time at the Tulare Historical Museum. I personally enjoyed it because of all the military paraphernalia that was in there. I certainly love seeing that kind of stuff. It's a great way to learn about our nation's armed forces in such a unique way. I also enjoyed seeing all the other artifacts in the Tulare Museum. Thank you, THM, for such a great time. I can't wait to go back. Anyway, join us next week as we head up to Washington to see the Morgan family plowing bee. It's a great way to learn about farming history and family. And I can't wait to take you to this wonderful event. Anywho, if you have a location you want us to go to, comment or email down below. Also subscribe. We would love to see your faces. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Join us as we have some more fun. Anyway, that's all the time we have here on Adventures of Kendall. See you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.